Hello everyone. We are presenting on AI replacing jobs, presented by Sanat Sitaram,
Andrew Hall.
and Dr. Stowski. So to understand why this is a problem, we need to understand what AI is in the first place. It stands for artificial intelligence. Artificial because it's man-made, and intelligent due to its ability to learn from experience. There are three main types of artificial intelligence as stated by the University of Chicago, Illinois. Firstly, we have machine learning, like, as I stated above, can perform specific tasks and instructions without explicit instructions from their owner. And these, because of their ability to learn patterns and make decisions. Secondly, we have neural networks. These models are specifically based off the human brain structure, and because of that, they have multiple layers to them and are more sophisticated. Finally, we have natural language processing, which specifically focusing on interpreting and generating the human language. So, what are some examples of AI already in everyday life? Firstly, we have self-driving cars like Waymo. And although this tech is in a primitive stage, it's safe to say that this is already taking the place of humans who would otherwise be doing this job, and is shown to be more precise. Secondly, we have AI chatbots like ChatGPT, who have already mastered the human language and have shown that they are easily capable of interacting with humans and doing tasks for them. Thirdly, we have robotic surgery. And because of this, it shows that AI has the ability to do some of the most advanced jobs in the world, like be a surgeon. And finally, we have cryptocurrency. And although this isn't the type of AI you may initially think about, because of its ability and how it has become in the economy, it shows that AI has the ability to be a backbone for much of society today. But with all of this in mind, the question arises, what can we do to make sure that AI doesn't completely replace us in the future? This model specifically shows the exposure rate of different jobs by AI and how they will be affected. The key takeaway from this graph is basically just that there are a bunch of jobs, most jobs that will be affected in some way by AI, but some more than others. So the two solutions that we'll be talking about in this presentation are firstly, figuring out how to maximize jobs created by AI rather than lost, and secondly, agreeing on and passing legislation to regulate AI.
One counterintuitive solution to AI taking jobs that has worked in the past would simply be to wait for new jobs to be created by AI. Some view AI as taking jobs as unjust and wrong, while others see the potential upsides, such as the newly generated jobs by AI. David Rotman of MIT Tech Review suggests perhaps we just have to be patient. Technology advances have always increased incomes, which then increases demand for goods and services, which then led to more jobs. Paola Cecchi-Di senior contributor at Forbes, elaborates by giving us an example. She explains that when John Deere first created the writing cultivator in 1863, many field jobs were lost, but many new jobs were created to manufacture, repair, and advertise for this new invention. This situation is no different. New jobs will be developed because of AI, because of the ever-growing necessities that come with AI. A study done by the World Economic Forum concludes that in the next 5 years, 85 million jobs will be lost. However, 97 million new jobs will be created. These jobs will range from things like AI specialists, machine learning specialists, big data specialists, and process automation specialists.
Another way we can combat the fear of AI replacing our jobs is through laws, legislation, and regulations. These regulations can help create boundaries around the use of AI that will help protect jobs. An example of AI regulation was a few years ago, the Writers Guild agreed upon that AI is supposed to support and enhance human work, but shouldn't be credited for writing a piece of literature by itself. Another example of AI regulation was in the state of New York, when they passed a law saying that AI should not be used to automate decision-making systems around recruiting and hiring in jobs. This is because past AI has been very biased, which is not fair to the people and the candidates that are applying for these jobs. And in both of these cases, the human element is essential to the value of the work. And then in this map of the United States, you can see that states such as Texas, New Mexico, and Colorado have already enacted and proposed legislation surrounding AI. But there's still many opportunities for growth and advancement within our country because many states have not proposed any legislation. So what are the possible limitations of this? Well, first of all, the process is very lengthy, and it takes many months to even years for them to be passed. And as AI is constantly evolving, the laws will also have to be constantly updated, which this means that this solution is not a quick solution to this problem. So this solution of legislation will protect existing jobs, but it limits the possibilities of new jobs to be created and existing jobs to be advanced through AI. So this solution is best used in moderation, where it both protects jobs, but it also allows for new possibilities of new jobs to be created.
The most effective solution is where legislation takes action and enforces laws that limits and in some cases prohibits the use of AI. Solution 2, although effective, can only apply to a handful of jobs. Yes, AI can create a plethora of new jobs, but as it creates more roles, it eliminates others. One of the main examples of this is in automation. Throughout history, automation has been one of the most commonly used jobs, like in industrialization and in factories. However, AI plans to commandeer this job. By 2030, an estimated 800 million jobs will be replaced by AI, 25%, which is automation related. This graph shows how generative AI is changing work. In the first column, you can see that 80% of jobs worldwide will become affected by AI. That leaves only 20% untouched. In the next column, about 19% of jobs will have more than half of their tasks facilitated by AI. By 2027, analysts expect that jobs will require much less experience because of the facilitation of AI. This is all subject to change, however, because of the criteria that legislation is going to enact. The AI Bill of Rights consists of 5 main principles that limits the use of AI. The first principle suggests that AI systems must be safe and with pre-deployment testing. That is, they have to be proven and go through different tests in order to be safe for the public. AI systems should be designed fairly to prevent discrimination. AI systems should also protect personal data and prevent its misuse, which also relates to the first principle. Users should be able to be informed about how and why an automated system is being used. And lastly, humans should be able to correct AI if it is proven incorrect. And this is our bibliography.
Just 4? Just 4?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
we just forgot to add something.
Okay.
Like going.
Okay.